Whenever I tell people how early I sleep, when I mention it to maybe friends or people I'm talking to, they have this weird look on their faces like, really? I would usually be in bed by 8 p.m. and before now I fall asleep for me to wake up super, super early without an alarm. It sounds strange and weird, me being at bed by 8 p.m. I don't know if I'm the only one here who sleeps really early. And it's not because I love to sleep early, but because I really want to wake up as early as possible so I can gain control of my day super early before everybody wakes up and before distractions begins to set in. That's why I sleep super early and I do not want alarm to wake me up because I want to reap all the benefits of sleeping. So in order for me to have optimum sleep, I have no option than to start sleeping early. And I've learned that if you want to be in bed, if you want to fall asleep by 9, be in bed by 8, that is 1 hour before when you want to fall asleep. I feel I want to fall asleep by 9. So I would usually be in bed by 8. But people will look at me when I tell them how early I sleep. I feel like an outcast. They look at me like the weird one. They look at me like the abnormal, over-disciplined one. But I don't think it's too much of discipline, sleeping super early. It's because you love yourself. You value your time. You value yourself as well. That's why you're sleeping early. And sleeping early will actually make you wake up really, really early. The reason you are finding it really hard to fall asleep is because your body clock is accustomed to sleeping late. You are the type that after work you scroll till 12 a.m. Your body clock adjusts. That's why you can't fall asleep by 10 even if you try. You won't fall asleep because your body clock is used to sleeping by 11 p.m., 12 a.m. So how do you expect to sleep early? And then you complain that you wake up late. You feel grudgy when you wake. You start setting alarms. It's because you sleep late. You sleep too late. Of course, sometimes, this is a caveat, sometimes people have different body clocks. But I would say your body clock is what you've set by yourself. Before, I would usually fall asleep by 9 p.m., 10 p.m. until I started getting into bed by 8 and my body got used to sleeping early. And the earlier I sleep, the earlier I wake. And if you're anything like me, you want to take control of your day. You've heard the millionth time that taking control of your day has to do with waking up super early. So if you want to wake up super early and then reap all the benefits of sleeping very well, of course you have to sleep early. Early to bed, early to rise. Is that not what we were taught when we were younger? So why then are you sleeping late? Why are you sleeping by 10? You don't know how much sleep you need because you feel, see, if you can't fall asleep, then you can start watching movies and scrolling. You cause all these things by yourself. You scroll late in the night, you watch movies late in the night. And there's something we call melatonin that is produced by the pineal gland in the brain. The melatonin is just meant to make you fall asleep. And it's really sensitive to light. If light is still entering your eyes, just like in daytime, or from your phone, or from TV screens, or from your computer screens, once your brain senses light, you can't produce melatonin. And without melatonin, you can't sleep on time. It's because you have screens in front of you late in the night. That's why you can't fall asleep easily. That's just one simple thing I've realized. Light affects your sleep. Why is it that we wake up in sunrise? It's because our eyes senses the light and then our melatonin goes down. So gradually we are awake. And when the sun sets towards the evening time, our brain senses darkness. Our melatonin goes up. And then start getting dizzy. We fall asleep. It all boils down to how much light your eyes is receiving. Before your bedtime, 2 hours Stay away from screens. Stay away from all sorts of light. Use dim lights. Stay away from bright lights, screen lights, blue lights, laptop lights, television lights, from screens from your phone. Stay away from all sorts of light 2 hours before your assumed bedtime. That is the only way you can allow your brain to have less light and then produce more melatonin so that you can fall asleep easier. You need to be in bed early enough for you to wake up early enough. And the only thing that is hindering you sleeping early, in as much as you really want to sleep early, but you can't fall asleep. I heard of some people telling me till 1 a.m. they can't even sleep. If I'm to ask you what have you been doing before that 1 a.m., you were on your phone. Don't lie. You were on your phone, watching movies, scrolling on social media, watching content. You were on your phone. And then you complain that you can't fall asleep. Too much light is being incident on your eyes. And then you can't produce enough melatonin for you to fall asleep. It's as simple as that. Stay away from screens before bedtime. Simple trick. If there's any takeaway from this video, let it be you staying away from screens towards the evening time. Anything 7 p.m., 8 p.m., stay away from screens already. I'm not forcing you now to start being in bed by 7. No. You have to do something before the other. Before I start falling asleep early, I started staying away from screens towards the evening time. And then now, by 8 p.m., I'm in bed. In the next 30 minutes to 1 hour, I'm already asleep. And that is why I can wake up super, super early and start my day in a productive way. So if you want to really, really fall asleep more, fall asleep early, control your lightings towards the evening time. Stay away from bright lights when it's 7 p.m. Stay away from your phone, your screens. Do everything you need to do on your phone before 7. And shut down your phone or keep your phone in a different room. Sleep. All this late night chatting, scrolling, and watching of content is why you can't fall asleep easily. And you strain your eyes to the extent that your eye is still active. You can't produce enough melatonin. You can't fall asleep easily. You have a heavy load of stress on your body. You wake up super late. And even if you set up your alarm to wake early because of work, you feel groggy, you feel tired all through the day. And then you are still in that loop. Your body clock has adjusted to sleeping late, waking up late, and you are stressed. You are fully stressed because you use too much of screens towards your bedtime. Close to your bedtime, you're always on your phone scrolling, watching content, watching TV, chit-chatting late in the night. That is why you are stressed and why you can't fall asleep easily. Takeaway for you is before 7 p.m., do everything you need to do on your phone and see how easily you fall asleep because you don't have too much light around you. Then your brain can sense that, okay, it's evening time. Let's produce more melatonin so that this guy can fall asleep. That's just the trick. That's the trick. These are minimal is what we usually talk about on this platform, right? Welcome to the tribe.